Hello everybody, welcome back. In today's video, actually before we get into today's video, I just wanted to take a moment to say welcome to all my new subscribers. We have hit a milestone. We hit 2,500 of you. I gotta take a moment to let this sink in. I remember when I fought to get my first 100 of you guys. It wasn't easy, and I promise you, getting to 2,500 is no easy feat. And so I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. It means a lot to me. If you are new to my channel, we are building a 4-unit estate in New Dawenya, Ghana. Welcome. In my last couple of videos, and I will link them up here for convenience sake, but in my last couple of videos, we went through costs that you will incur on the outside of your house before you even start your building structure. Okay. I believe it's important to educate yourself on these things so that you know what you're getting yourself into. A lot of times we feel like just buying cement, water, blocks is what is needed to build a home, but there's so much more that goes into it. So as we go through these costs, I will be showing you guys the outside of our estate in an effort to give you an idea of all the different things that we have done to help give you an idea of what some of these costs look like. Okay, so the first cost we will look at today is the manholes. You will need a manhole in your house because this is a storage for the bodily waste that is flowing out of your house. It has to be housed in a chamber. And so this is what the manholes are for. In terms of the cost, the kind of soil you have in your location will drive the amounts that you will be spending on your manholes. Okay, there are several different types of manholes that you can have, and I'll link a video here to give you more of a background, but yes, that is a cost that you would have to allocate for. And please don't forget there will be indirect costs associated with digging the manholes, like plumbing, right? You have to somehow connect all the water waste, the bodily waste, pipes running through the homes to this manhole so that when you flush a toilet, it flows through this channel into the manhole. When you wash dishes, it flows into the manhole. You have to secure the services of a plumber to ensure this happens. So it's not just buying the materials related to the digging, but also thinking about the associated costs that come with the entire process. Okay, so back to security, because of course that's an important feature. Once you put up your fence wall, you also want to secure the place a little more with some barbed wires. So these are electrical barbed wires, right? These are wires that, let's say if a thief comes to your house and they try to jump over your wall, if they touch that wire, they get electrocuted. Sometimes the power volt is so high that it can even cause them to die. And so this is a very powerful security feature to have. A lot of these security barbed wires also come with an alarm system. I'll see if I can put something in here for you. Okay, so let's dive into this a little more because I just don't want to leave you here. If you are building in a location where there isn't electricity, then that means you will need a source of electricity to power your security barbed wires. And this could mean additional cost because now you need to look into something like solar panels. And so it really depends on when you want to get this feature set up. Some wait till the end when the building is all done, assuming you have people on site that are guarding your items. Some do this before they even get started on the building. It really depends on what you're looking for or the resources you have available to you. So in my last video, we talked about, getting yourself a borehole because this will save you a lot of money. However, if this is not, something you can budget for right away, then you need to get yourself some poly tanks, and you also have to find somebody who can deliver water to your site, because basically every work you're going to be doing on the site, bringing up your fence wall, making blocks, whatever you have to do that requires water will need you to have water on the site. Again, this may seem like a lower cost upfront, but eventually it adds up. And so again, do consider the borehole because it will save you a ton of money. Another cost that I want to speak on is landscaping. Before we dive into landscaping, however, there are a couple of costs I want to bring awareness to. Okay, there are plumbing and electrical lines that flow underneath the landscaping work that you're going to do, depending on what you want outside of your house. So for example, if you want a pool, then you have to provision for, the related plumbing and electrical wires. If you want fence wall lights, then you have to think of the electricals. The manholes will require plumbing pipes flowing under the ground. And so there are so many things you have to provision for depending on what kind of amenities you have outside your home. The other cost I want to bring up is the cost of laterite to fill your compound. So if you notice in one of the pictures that I have up here, your foundation level is usually higher than the ground. Okay, and the reason why this is done is to ensure that, your foundation level is not the same as the ground level. This will help prevent things like flooding, moisture, mold in your foundation, hopefully. So we keep the foundation level a little higher. Now, this will require you to then fill the ground with sand to level with the foundation level. Hopefully that makes sense. And this, my friends, is a tough process because it requires a lot of sand to fill up your entire compound to match your foundation level. Listen, we had well over 30 rounds of sand, and each round is not cheap. There are clearly other costs that are involved here as well, but I am going through the major ones that I want you to be aware of. If you want a detailed listing of costs, be sure to reach out to me. I'll put my email out here, and I have a free schedule that I can share with you guys. Okay, so now that we've touched on these underlying costs, let's go back to landscaping. With landscaping, I feel like the cost will really depend on what you want. If you want some grass, if you don't want some grass, some people prefer to pavement the entire place because it's easy to maintain, whilst others would want to have some greenery because it brings beauty to the home. It really depends on what you want. So this cost can be controlled. And I know that was all a mouthful. Building is not easy, but it is attainable. You just have to make sure you are well informed, and this helps make your process a little easier. Hopefully you did have your notebooks opened and you took a lot of notes. Listen, my legacy builders, we are building a legacy. We are going to make God proud. I'm telling you, we have to make God proud. What we could not get from the generation before us, we have to create for the generation ahead of us. Let's keep going. Anyways, guys, how do you like the closets installed? Listen, we have subsequently had them painted. doorknobs on it, handles, everything, all the shebang. I will share that in a future video, but I hope you love the closets and the doors. We're taking it one step at a time, and every step pushes us closer to the finish line. So thank you for watching. As always, I am going to let you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and yeah, thank you for watching. And guys, be safe and listen, be kind. Bye.